So today, let's talk first aid and filling your own first aid kit. Most of my items come from the Dollar Tree and I want to share them with you. Yep, I carry a full medical bag, and while we won't get into the full bag today, let's hang out. I'll share with you a few items that I pick up from the Dollar Tree to fill my emergency bag with. Welcome back, loves. If you're returning, I cannot thank you enough for all of your love and support. If you're new to my channel, remember your roots. This is where I share my frugal and thrifty lifestyle with you, from my shopping hauls, gardening, preparation, and the start of our homestead. My name is Kristina, and I welcome you. Grab your cup of coffee and come on in and hang out with me while I show you some items that I pick up from the Dollar Tree to fill my emergency bag. Okay. This is my Dollar Tree coffee mug. I'm okay with spending $1.25 on a coffee mug. Of course, we are running out of room for coffee mugs, so I think my hubby's gonna have to make me something to store them in. I just get them as gifts and such, and I love every one of them. All right, my friends, let's get into these few items that I use to fill up my emergency bag. And again, I'm not going to get into the full emergency kit with you today because that would take a couple hours. So I think I would have to do a video and split it up, but I certainly have intentions in doing that for you in the very near future. So utilizing your Dollar Tree bargain discounted prices for your items to carry along in your medical bag is very, very frugal. And I'm all about being frugal, right? To make your own medical kit and to place items that you believe that you will need or utilize. So certainly you can purchase the pre-made medical kits, first aid kits. You can buy those, the backpacks, the bags. You can even buy a bag similar to this. I purchased this bag from Walmart, and I have put everything that I could possibly think of and use as far as medical items to have on hand in case of emergency. Now this goes from boo-boos to trauma. So you can build your kit as you see fit. My first item I would tell you to purchase at the Dollar Tree is going to be gloves. You can purchase these right in the medical aisle. It is very, very important before you touch any kind of emergency that you first take care of yourself. Make sure that your body is protected. So gloves is very important. Put your gloves on before you attend to any sort of emergency. I know it may seem like a waste of time or you want to get to do something very quickly, but placing your gloves on you first is most important. Calling 911, of course, right? Along with gloves, you can also make sure that your hands are very clean. So these soap sheets are an awesome idea to carry in your medical kit, just to have on hand so that you could either clean up prior or clean up after. Any kind of bandages. So little kids band-aids, they have a ton at the Dollar Tree. If you have kids for the summer with you at your house, or maybe they're going to the babysitter's or grandma's house, you can pick up some band-aids to send there with them because they're probably going to play hard. But they also have kits. Dollar Tree has so many options for first aid kits. They have this one as one of the newer ones by American Red Cross. This is 30 band-aids in a container. They are all the same size. Just 30 band-aids, and if I could push them all down here, I'd show you. See, they're all the same size. So if you pick up this one from the Dollar Tree, the American Red Cross, again, it's just 30 band-aids in there. But this is great if you're going to give this to like your hubby or your spouse that is out on the road and they may have a boo-boo. I would also place at least a triple antibiotic ointment in there. These are small, compact little tubes of antibiotic ointment that you can place inside this little container or any of your first aid kits. They also have this one. This is usually up by the cash register. You get an alcohol pad and a bunch of different kinds and sizes of band-aids. Along with triple antibiotic ointment, the Dollar Tree does carry the bacitracin, so you can certainly get a tube of bacitracin. It's a first aid antibiotic. It helps prevent infections and minor cuts, scrapes, and burns. However, this is not $1.25. I found out the hard way. This cost me $3.50. So just keep an eye on your items, and you know, you might be able to find a smaller tube somewhere else a little bit more reasonable if you're looking for bacitracin, but it goes along with triple antibiotic ointment. So you could certainly use something like this though. Alcohol pads, of course you don't want to go over any open skin, but maybe around the area to make sure that you keep any soil or debris away from the wound. With your triple antibiotic ointment, you can certainly pick up gauze. Dollar Tree has an array of gauze, so you can buy different sizes. In my medical kit, I have the larger gauze pads. I have gauze rolls, but you can certainly use just gauze pads. You get 12 of these non-woven sterile gauze pads. So gauze. They also carry silicone scar sheets. Self-adhesive scar sheets. You get 4 large sheets in there. If you're cleaning up an area on someone, these are great to have on hand. My bag is open because I do utilize them. These are actually small travel facial cloths. You find these in your makeup area of your Dollar Tree. They're individually wrapped little sheets, and then you just open them up, dampen them, and you're able to use them. You get 15 of these little cloths in a pack. Then I keep on hand moleskin. This is perfect if you have some sort of callus or, you know, agitated or irritated area on your person, where you could place this just to help alleviate some discomfort. Teeth, some maximum strength Orajel. This is the Dollar Tree knockoff. A toothache can be fierce, so having this on hand in case you get a toothache or someone you love gets one, just to give them a little bit of relief until they can get to where they need to with a dentist or a doctor or something. I picked up the earwax cleaners. So the reason I picked this up is, and I'm going to carry it in my medical bag, is because when you're out camping or hiking or in the woods, you tend to be around a lot more insects. And just in case, I want to be able to have something on hand if something gets near somebody's ear. The black fly season is out, and sometimes those little black flies can bite our ears or the little one's ears. But this here, I picked these little tools up just in case to have on hand. But if you do get an insect that is deep within the ear canal, go see a doctor, emergency room, and have them extract it. I know it sounds gross, but so I also carry things like wipes, antibacterial wipes, and these ones are the eyelid cleansing wipes. I carry these because just in case something spills or splashes near your face, near your eye, wipe that area off gently with an eyelid cleansing wipe. I wouldn't use it inside the eye. You can certainly get eye washes for that or have someone rinse their eye. So both of these again come in individually wrapped packages, the cleansing wipes and the eyelid cleansing wipes. So these are antibacterial. Both of these items are by BioPure. So I carry along with me some healing ointment for kids. This is by Playtex in the baby aisle. I also carry the Vaseline just to have on hand to help soothe some skin or skin irritation. Then I carry with me, just in case, I carry the Vapor Stick and the baby chest rub, just in case someone gets sick or ill or feeling under the weather. We could certainly take care of any little sickness as far as that goes, and at least provide them with a little bit of comfort. So bandages. Also, I want to talk about the self-adherent wraps. Listen, these were a lifesaver for myself. So I was at camp and I was doing something and I accidentally twisted my ankle, and these were wonderful. I wrapped my ankle up. I was able to get myself a little bit of sturdiness, and these just worked out great. So I used a couple of them when that had happened, and it got me through about a week's worth of pain and discomfort, and it was really helpful. So Curad brand, so it's a name brand. If you are hiking or you are going camping and being out in the outdoors, or even if you just are walking and go for walks with a girlfriend or something, grab yourself one of these so you can have on your person or in your vehicle to wrap your foot or your ankle, or maybe if you sprained your wrist, something to that effect. These work really good. So if there's one thing, this is perfect. So let's talk pain. So with pain, you can get many things. They also have, and it's in my medical bag somewhere, there's a little red jar of pain rub that you can get that works really well. They also have these pain patches. We've talked about these before. These are the lidocaine 4% patches, maximum strength. You get one patch per pack, and these work great. My husband likes these when he gets his neck and shoulder pain because of shoveling or working. He works very, very hard. So I picked these up for him. They also have the cold therapy gel. So you can put this on. It's just a cooling pain relief. Let's see. This one says, this is compared to BioFreeze, and it's a soothing menthol vanishing scent for arthritis, back pain, sore muscles, and joints. This is $1.25. Again, cold therapy gel. Now, for pain, they have Excedrin little packets, Tylenol little packets that you can place in your medical bag. You can get bottles of aspirin, bottles of acetaminophen. You can get bottles of ibuprofen there. Goodness, they have an array of medications that you can get. Of course, make sure you check for your expiration date, but you can certainly reasonably stock a few items in your first aid kit. Again, make sure that you check your bag and replenish it and go through it every few months just to make sure that you have on hand what you need. Few items that I also carry there is going to be anti-diarrheal. So they have this. I also have Colace, which is a so anti-diarrheal. If the STHF ever hits, then sometimes people can get very ill and have diarrhea. So anti-diarrheal is a good thing to have on hand in case of you're traveling or going to places that you're not familiar with. And yeah, anyway, I guess it's self-explanatory, right? Then nasal relief. I always carry nasal relief with me, the nasal spray. I tend to have a lot of seasonal allergies myself. My son does too. So when it's allergy season, we always end up with sinusitis, and this really just helps us clear the passages. So we like to have that on hand. And then to go along with the allergies, we also have the daily allergy relief medication. I also have the Dollar Tree brand of Benadryl. I carry that with me. So allergy medication. Then I also, because I have little ones, I carry these. And you know what? These would probably be good for adults too. These are the Chill strips. They are by Rapid Relief. They are $1.25. So they're a relief from fever. You just place them on your child's head. They're ready to use, peel and stick, non-medicated, 8 hours of relief, and there is a 3 count in each package. Talked about this many times. This is the Hydramate. So it's an electrolyte drink mix, 3 times the electrolytes. It's extra hydration. You get 2 packets inside here, 2 stick packs. For $1.25. Yes, Hydramate is a good thing to have on hand in your medical kit to help someone with hydration. Let's talk these items. Yes. Okay, so you did see earlier I had the little Band-Aid kit, which is a cute little metal tin. I also picked these up. So these are the hand wipes by American Red Cross, antibacterial. I picked these up for my medical bag. I picked up the Instant Hot Pack. These are disposable. It's first aid heat therapy. You get 1 pack per box. These are perfect if you have someone who has achy joints or, you know, just a bellyache or something that they just want to apply some heat to. Sometimes if you get injuries, you can do heat and ice. So a cold pack I always have in my bag too, but I thought it would be great to add the hot pack too. Then they have in this brand the foot powder spray. So this would just kind of give you a little bit of relief if you're walking all day, say you're hiking or you're on the trails or I don't know, anything like that. Maybe you're going into a parade or whatnot, but this soothes, cools, and comforts with cornstarch. So it just soothes your feet. Again, maybe you're walking, maybe you're in a marathon, something to like that. Maybe afterwards you get done, you can spray your feet with a little bit of this just to help them out a little bit from all their hard work. And I hope you won the marathon. All right, so then these are all, this one is the 70% alcohol. And this is the American Red Cross brand. So this is just alcohol, yeah. So sprayable alcohol in a little bottle like that is great. Of course, you can get the bigger bottles of it, but having it fit in your medical bag, this is a great size. Sanitizer spray. So I have the advanced sanitizer spray. And this one is also an alcohol product, so 70% alcohol. So we have that. And then we have the antiseptic cleansing spray. This is a first aid antiseptic for minor cuts, scrapes, and burns. Let me just get my glasses. Helps kill germs and bacteria to prevent infection. It's non-stinging. So if you're going to clean off an area, especially for little ones, and they don't want you to wipe it, you could spray it off with this. So there's that. All right. So I'm going to go get these all snuggled in my first aid bag for spring and summer, so I am prepared for whatever comes my way. I hope I've helped you get prepared a little bit. I wanted to share these items that I purchased at the Dollar Tree that I keep on hand. So whether that helps you, I hope it does. I hope that you're able to gain a few items and gain a little bit of information. All right, friends. So I hope this video was entertaining and valuable and inspirational for you to go fill up your own medical bag. If I could get one person to be prepared, that has made my heart happy. I thank you for hanging out with me. If you did enjoy this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, this really helps me out. Share this video with someone whom you may think might like this sort of content, or maybe they need help putting their own first aid kit together. I will let you know that my first aid kit does contain other items as far as the medical needs may go. So I have a blood pressure cuff, I have a stethoscope, I have a pulse ox, I have my CPR mask, I have masks, I have bleed stop, those sort of things. I have tourniquets. Those are the things that I keep on hand. And the reason I keep those things on hand, again, is that my camp homestead is about 40 miles away from a hospital. If there was ever an emergency, I would at least want to know that I have peace of mind that I can attend to that emergency and until a professional arrives on scene. First responders who we thank for all of their service. I will at least be able to attend to something if it's minor enough until someone arrives. I also want to urge you to please look up any kind of CPR class in your area. Learning CPR is very, very important, and I think it's a great tool to have a little bit of knowledge to be able to perform CPR on someone who needs it. I would also urge you to look in your basic medical training. So that would be like your cuts, burns, scrapes, those sorts of things. At least a little bit of basic medical knowledge can help you address a small issue at hand. I urge you to learn the Heimlich maneuver. Choking is a very big hazard. With the Heimlich maneuver, you're able to address someone choking. So whether that is an infant, a child, a bigger adult, you will learn how to help someone in that instance, and that's very, very important. So those are my 3 suggestions. Look into learning the Heimlich maneuver, look into a CPR class, look into a basic medical class, just to have that little bit of knowledge, especially if you're going to be someone who is a solo camper or you hike alone. those sort of things. You want to be able to help yourself and take care of your own self, but you also may run into someone who needs your help. And my friends, we like to help each other, right? So again, at some point I will do a full video on my medical bag, but I just wanted to share with you those few items that I had gotten from the Dollar Tree just to replenish my bag. All right, sweet friends, I thank you for hanging out with me today. Again, if you liked the video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, because this really helps my channel grow. Comment below about anything and everything, as I'd like to get to know you better. Friends, may you stay blessed, may you stay safe, strong, happy, and healthy, but most of all, stay rooted. With love, Kristina.